I'm gonna tell you right now, you are going to lose so many relationships for this because everybody is not willing to improve, and everybody doesn't want to improve for you. Welcome to Kalala Voice Podcast. I'm your host, Anel, and here we talk about all things healing, growing, and evolving in full transparency. We are on episode 11. 11. Hey, 11. Listen, is it giving auntie or tia? I don't know. Let me know. I try to do hairstyle because my hair stresses me out, okay? Hair frustration, there is no other way that I can put it, but it makes me want to swing. This episode, we are going to be talking about accountability and how you need to start holding yourself and others accountable because it'll take you very, very, very far in life. But anyway, let's get into the episode. So, accountability. All right, let's get into the definition of what accountability is because I feel like I really need to get into this with literally Google. Alrighty, so according to Google, accountability. I'm gonna speak English today. I am. I promise you, I am. Okay. Accountability is the willingness to take responsibility for one's actions, decisions, and their outcomes, coupled with obligation to be answerable to others for those outcomes. It involves more than just accepting blame. It's also about ownership of work, the commitment to complete tasks, and the proactive effort to rectify mistakes and learn from them to improve performance. Do I need to explain any further? This applies to somebody as an individual and people collectively as a group. Alrighty? Now look, let me explain to you why I came up with this topic for today. The reason why you keep going through what you're going through is because you're not holding yourself accountable. Of course, we're going to start with ourselves because it really does start with ourselves. You're not holding yourself accountable, even to your routine every single day. You say you're going to wake up at a certain time, do certain things, and you don't do it. Literally, I am telling you this because I have this issue with myself still. Now, have I gotten better? Yes. But there was a point in time where I did not hold myself accountable. And guess what? It made me realize that I was legit thinking that everything is happening to me. Because I lacked accountability. I didn't see it as I play a role in what is happening in my life and how it's happening. Whether that's in relationships, work, my goals, personal growth, everything is because I was not taking accountability for what I was playing a role in, okay? That is literally the first step. If you say, you know what, these are the things that I do wrong. This is where I go wrong. This is the things that I'm doing that is not working. The definition of insanity is what? Doing the same thing and expecting different results. Shout out to Nikki, okay? That's my previous dance teacher, okay? She would tell us this all the time, and it really applies to real life because literally you are insane if you think that you're going to do the same thing over and over again and it's going to give you some type of different result. You keep making the same mistake, but also a mistake done repeatedly is a decision. You are consciously doing it because you want to. And that is a hard truth. You know I keep it 1,000, okay? You are repeatedly choosing to be in the same position. And until you realize that this is your fault, in a way, partially, you are constantly going to feel like you're stagnant and you're stuck. When in reality, it's you. Holding yourself accountable, even, like I said, even with like a routine, I'm going to say even one more time. There was a point in time where I would say, remember last episode where I said, you know, I tend to start things and I don't finish them and da-da-da. Yeah, that's because I did not know how to keep myself accountable. Back to the routine, right? If I say the night before, right? If I say last night, I make a to-do list of everything that I'm going to do, and I wake up and I don't do it, I'm not holding myself accountable. Because If you can't even stick to a routine, babes, you think this is gonna work for the external world? Let's be for real. Let's be for real. We have to start taking ownership of the mistakes that we're doing repeatedly. Okay? You don't have to start with these big unattainable goals. You feel what I'm trying to say? Like, you can start very small from just your routine. And this is what's going to change your life, right? You are going to feel better about life when you do exactly what you said you was going to do. I'm telling you this because this is my experience. Not that we are living the same life, because we're not. But I'm not going to ever tell you to do something or give you some type of advice that you didn't ask for, technically, that I haven't done myself, because that would make me a hypocrite. And if I haven't figured something out, I will say it. You know me. I don't care. You can't embarrass me. I'm gonna tell you my truth. Okay, I live in my truth. That's how you're gonna change your life. Doing the small things every single day that you say that you're gonna do. Like, just do it, and eventually it's gonna build the confidence to continuously just keep going and progressing. You feel what I'm trying to say? Like, you really have to start seeing it as, I need to progressively make these changes so that when it comes to my boundaries and it comes to my non-negotiables and how I'm going to maneuver in the world, I'm going to stand on what I say. Because guess what? Standing on business is very, very, very easy when you love yourself and you know that you cannot settle for anything less, because you do that with yourself. So why should you accept it from other people? Correct? It really starts with you. And as cliche as that sounds, it really does start with you. Because how can you expect to hold others accountable if you don't keep yourself accountable, babes? And I know I'm in your business. And sometimes, I've been watching my old my previous episodes, and I do feel like I talk at people, because that's the best way that how do I say it? That's the best way that I know how. That's literally how I speak. I'm not speaking at you to attack you. I'm speaking to you in a way where, like, I feel like you're going to understand, but also sometimes that's what you need. Like, the sugarcoating and listen. Sometimes you need a strict bestie. And I can be that for you. I am that for you if you want me to be. Okay? I am not going to sugarcoat it, because sometimes you need the real. And I'm not here to lie to you. I'm not here to lie to you. I wish that I had somebody talk to me the way I talk to y'all. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I really do be wishing that sometimes. But you know what? Hey, aren't you blessed for our union? Also, knowing that you know that something is wrong in what you're doing is gonna set you free. It's gonna set you free because you know that you have to change it. You may not know how, but you know that this is something that I need to improve in. As the definition, as we just read, I really feel like there is a thin line between I don't know what I'm doing wrong and I know what I'm doing wrong. I just don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to, really dig into that. Because honestly, accountability don't feel good. It don't feel good half the time, because who wants to constantly be criticized? Either that's with yourself or others. Like, who constantly wants to be thinking about all their critiques and what they're doing wrong? Like, that's not what life is about. You have to give yourself grace too. You have to really understand, like, dude, I need to improve certain things, but I'm doing the best I can with what I got, okay? I am just doing it the way that I know best. And sometimes you don't have that level of awareness to really understand that what you're doing is wrong. Like, at one point, I really felt like lashing out at people and being reactive all the time was me defending myself or proving a point, when it's like, girl, you don't need to do that all the time. Everybody does not deserve your reaction. But I had to hold myself accountable. Okay, so I am allowing these people to get me out of character all the time. Like, let's just be for real for 1 second. learn how to hold yourself accountable so that nobody can tell you shit. Nobody can tell you shit. And that's not to say you don't have any room for improvement or you don't listen to what people say, because you don't experience yourself how others experience you. Okay? So there are certain things where you may not see it because it's like, oh, this is just normal for me to act this way or do this. But in the sense of people telling you exactly who you are, no, ma'am. Absolutely not. Now, on to the spicy part. Holding others accountable. I'm going to tell you right now, you are going to lose so many relationships for this, because everybody is not willing to improve. And everybody doesn't want to improve for you. Come on now. Everybody does not want to do that for you. And you got to understand that there's a lot of, should I say it? I don't know if I should say it. There's a lot of people who don't stand on what they say. What do I mean? If I tell you, don't lie to me or I'll never talk to you again, and then you lie to me and then I'll talk to you again, that person is just going to take me as a joke, okay? If I say, if you lie to me, I'm never talking to you again, and then I go ahead and never talk to that person again because they lied, I am holding that person accountable. Now look, for the other party, it may look like, oh, like she didn't even, no, you forgot. You thought I was going to be stupid enough to really just not stand on what I said. I stand on business. I am not playing with the soul. I don't play. Like, I'm so strict. I am stricter than a math teacher. Okay? I am strict. Why? Because you're not about to play with me. You're not about to play with me. Why? Because my core value is respect. And if you lie to me, you're disrespecting me. And if I told you not to lie to me, I have to stand on what I say. I told you, don't lie. If not, I'm not going to speak to you again. You lied. I'm not speaking to you again. And I will stand on it. I will literally act like you don't exist anymore. Because you don't. It's simple. I'll be asking for things that don't even cost money. It's so simple, to be honest. No matter what. Like, I don't care if... Listen, I'm going to talk about liars in another episode. But listen, that was just an example. However, holding people accountable is not going to feel good every single day. It's not. You are going to look crazy. Because not everybody is serious about these things. And I know I keep repeating things like this, but it's true. Everybody is not on the same accord when it comes to really holding people accountable. Because a lot of people are avoidant. They swipe. They sweep things under the rug. They are non-confrontational. They just think time is an apology. And they just move forward. And they think that, well, it wasn't discussed, or you know what I mean? Like, it was a little bit awkward at first, or a little bit silence, but they'll just get over it. No. Absolutely not. Okay? Hold people accountable, because this is the best thing that you can do for yourself. Unless you want to constantly be disrespected and you just don't care, then this is not for you. Okay? But if you really value what it means to be respected and honored, then you would tell people, stop playing with me. And it doesn't have to be aggressive. It doesn't have to be, maybe it does sometimes. But look, there's a way to go about things, and you need to let people know that you're serious the first time. The first good time. I'm not saying there's little things you let slide, because there's a lot of things I do let slide, but people don't think that. People think that I cut them off and it's very sudden. Like, it's like, oh my gosh, that was so quick. No, I was giving you multiple chances, fam. You just did not see it. The moment you really cross the biggest boundary, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. And I'm going to confront the issue and leave you with that. I don't need to further explain. I already had a conversation with you about this. People know exactly what they're doing. Okay? Stop letting people play with you. Period. Moving on to today's Boundaries Baddies tip. And if you don't know, Boundaries Baddies tip is where I give unsolicited advice. So, today's Boundary Baddies tip is, you are not wrong for calling people out on their bullshit. You're not wrong. You ain't. Now, do you have to call out every single thing they do? No. Because that's not moving smart, okay? However, holding people accountable is going to lead you to your people. It's going to lead you to not settle for things that you don't ever want to feel. You don't ever want to experience again. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good for someone to constantly do things and they just get away with it. No. It doesn't matter if it hurts you to the bone to cut that person off, or it makes you uncomfortable to even express it. That does not matter. We are attached to how we're feeling and not how that person's going to react. You say exactly what it is. You confront the issue no matter what. It doesn't matter if they try to gaslight you, manipulate you, they're deflecting and all this other stuff. It does not matter. You said exactly what it was, and they can never not say you never said anything. And 9 times out of 10, they are mad because you are holding them accountable, and they're not used to it. They're used to walking all over people. Okay? And you are not that. Okay? And yeah, that's the Boundaries Baddies tip. That was straight off the dome. Period. That is it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned something new. And don't forget to like this video. I'll wait. I'll sit here and I'll wait until you subscribe and like this video and comment something. Because y'all gonna stop telling me. For sure. Comment something. Okay, now that you've subscribed and done all the things, thank you for coming back. Thank you. I appreciate you. Make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure that you turn on your post notifications so you get notified every time I upload a new video. And most importantly, make sure you're doing it for yourself every single day. Bye. See you next week.